Okay.
Well, collectors, here we are again. I don't know what number unboxing this is. I think it's, what, 26, Ob? Is that right?
I really didn't check.
You don't know either? Well, put it up on the internet. But anyhow, we've been gone over a week at the great SOS show in Louisville, and I bought a lot of stuff there, and I'll show you some of it, but I don't think we have time in the video to show all of it, but we can put it into the next video, because there were several packages that came in while we were gone, so we want to do them because I know how much you guys like that unboxing stuff, watching me fiddle around with my razor knife. So we'll get to that. And just one thing too that kind of struck me a little strange when I was at the SOS show. A fella came up to me and he was talking for a while, and he said, "Oh, Mr. Wittmann, is it all right if I ask you a personal question?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." He says, "It's been going all around the show, but is there any truth to it that you're dying of cancer?" And you know, so I don't know where stuff like this gets started, but my demise is exaggerated. As far as I know, there's not a thing wrong with me, and I hope to keep doing these things for a few years to come until I get too old to do it. But don't bury me yet, guys. I also get emails from people. We didn't get any updates on our website for a couple of weeks because we were packing for a week to go to the SOS, and then we were away for a week, so it was a couple of weeks, and nothing went up on the site. And there's 3 or 4 emails checking to see whether we're all right. Are we still in business? Did Wittmann die? And you guys, it's all kind of funny, but you got to give us a little bit of slack. We're only human, and there's only 4 of us here to try to keep all this going, and we do the best we can. But so I apologize for maybe being out of contact for a couple of weeks, but we'll try to make up for it because we have tons and tons of things that have been purchased, and they'll all be going up on the website as soon as I can do it. So, that being said, I think it's time to smoke a cigar, and I hope some of you guys have one. You can smoke one with me. And also, as my habit, I love my Imperial and Diet Pepsi. So first of the day, we'll take a sip of that. Whoa, man. Whew. Boy, I made that one really strong. I need a little courage here to get started with this this video, but so. And it's light up a good Denobili. You guys know my Denobilis, and before I get going too, I don't want to forget Dominic from LA. He sent me a picture of him hiding behind a bunch of Denobili cigars. So I congratulate him for his good taste, because I find they're absolutely the best. So thanks, Dom, and I guess you watch our emails, and that's kind of what started all this. So I appreciate that stuff. And one other thing too, at the show, my friend Mike Polizzi knows I like squirrels, so he gave me a little ceramic thing here of a squirrel sitting on top of an acorn. And I appreciate that, Mike, too. Mike also helps us at the SOS show, and he's a great friend for many years.
Now, Dom sent you a picture of him and his Denobilis, but he sent me a gift card. So I'd like to thank him personally too. Thanks, Dom.
Dom sent you a gift
I
card?
certainly did, for some coffee.
Wow, isn't that nice? Boy, I'll tell you, there's some nice people out there that think of us. That's really good. All right, I guess we should get going here. Well, as I always tell you, I don't have a clue what's in these boxes, and hopefully they're things that are interesting and good. If not, I can't control what the public sends in. I'm just doing my best here, so we'll see what we got. This box is pretty light, so I don't know what that means, but let's see what could be in here. Well, there's something wrapped up here in plastic. Feels like something cloth, but I don't know. And let's see what. Well, here's a letter. I still don't know what this stuff is, but well, more bags. We got a lot of these plastic bags in this business. Yeah. And I think this is finally the item. Maybe there's more in there. I don't know. It still feels a little heavy. Let's see what all this is. My goodness. All that, and well, it was worth the effort. Yeah, look at this. Oh, a broken set of hangers, but well. So as you can see, it's a Luftwaffe dagger. It's in nice condition with a original portapee. There's still a little gild on the pommel swazes too. Can you see that? Yeah, it's actually on both sides, just a little bit. Lots of pebbling back here, which I like to see. A nice orange grip. Good airplane gray scabbard. Let's see what the blade looks like. Wow. Well, we got lucky again. A beautiful Wyersburg blade, and it's got the Waffen amp. And I think I've told you before that Wyersburg was one of the few producers that had their blades nickel plated, so they usually are really in nice condition. So I like that one a lot. And the hanger with it, let's see what's wrong with it. Well, it looks like the piece at the top, the closed clip has, you know, that you push in with a snap, has come off. But maybe we can fix that or whatever.
Snap's broken too.
The snap's broken. Oh yeah, you're right, Ob. Yeah.
That's a.
Yeah, there's not much there. We'll just probably just use these for parts or something. But thank you, sir, for that. And is there something else in here besides all these bags? No, that's it. Just all those bags. All right, guys. Well, that's still pretty good. That's a nice thing that I can use, and I'm sure somebody out there will like to have it. Wyersburg second model Luftwaffes are really always in demand. So that's good stuff. And thank you for the good pack job too. That was nice with those loose bags and protected everything. And I even have something to shop with as it gets into my heart here. Plenty of bags. All right, so there we go. That's number one. Now, let's see what else we got here. Have to have a little sip after that, guys. I also got a runny nose. I went to the doctor and I said, "Doc, how come my nose keeps running?" He says, "It's because you smoke too much." I said, "Oh, is that what's causing it?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "Don't come back here again until you stop smoking." I said, "Well, be a while before I see you, Doc." good. Oh, that's a good one. All right, let's see what we got here. This looks like this box has been through the war here. It's I guess there's nothing wrong with reusing the box, but wow, this one is well, let's see here what's in here. Well, looks like this was just ready to fall out the corner here that was open, so that's not a good thing. But it looks like we have a Navy dagger, and I'm always glad to get them. Let's see, we can look at this without too much trouble. Let's see what he's got here. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad at all. It's got the original porta-pee on it. You can see that. It's kind of tattered. But, you know, that's the integrity of the dagger, and the grip looks like it's in good shape. No problems with it. Good pommel. Good cross guard. Kind of looks like an acorn piece to me, but we'll see. It has a lightning bolt design, and overall, not in bad condition. Let's see what the blade looks like on it. Oh, yeah, it is an acorn, and there you go. See that? It's a beautiful, I mean, mint conditioned, double-etched nautical scene blade. Oh yeah, I like them when they're that way. And then you can see the acorn logo there from 1935 to 41. Very nice. So that's not a bad thing. I'm glad to have it. We'll have to send this man some money. Yes, sir. You can never have too many naval daggers. Alright, that's good. And oh, another guy that wasn't going to spend any money on boxes here. This one looks like it started out a little bigger, and well, whatever it takes. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, all right, this is working out okay. Let's see what's in here. Oh, here's a little letter. Always glad to get that. Okay. As per our conversation, there you go. He's not a man of a lot of words, so I must have talked to him about these things he's going to send. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, just this one item in the box. Let's see what this is. Yes, sir. Why do I not able to get this knot off? Ah, that might have done it. That was the key. That was it. All right. Oh, let's see what we got here. This kind of looks interesting. Oh, yeah. Here, guys. This is something that we don't see very often. It's a short police bayonet, which means it was worn by an officer. And then you can also see that it has an aluminum hilt, which is done very well and still in very, very nice condition. It's not real worn. See how nice the insignia is too? The leather's in good condition. got the staple in the back, and wow, look how nice that frog is. That's a nice frog. You usually don't see frogs that nice on a police bayonet. And note also too, it's the small proportion frog that's made for a small proportion bayonet, so it all goes together nice. And let's see, oh wow, what a blade, my goodness gracious. Look at that, absolutely full mint, just beautiful, like a mirror. And see who made this up? No maker on it, but that's okay. But isn't that I mean, for people that, that collect police bayonets, you'll look a long time to find an officer piece like that in aluminum and in that condition.
Check the back of the throat behind the frog.
See if there's anything on there.
No. Behind, on the scabbard.
Oh, on the scabbard. Normally there'd be no, no, there's no,
Okay.
You'll never see numbers on an officer piece.
No, you never know.
And the reason for that is that officers had to buy their example. They weren't issued and owned by the police. So this police officer, he owned the piece personally until one of our heroic vets wandered into his house and probably found it in a desk drawer, but that's the way war is. So I like that. That's a good thing. You guys like that bayonet? I'm very happy with that. All right, we're moving along. Yes, sir. Nothing earth-shattering here, but so far, so good. Let's see what we got here. This is something coming from Fort Worth, Texas. Time for a sip. You guys ever been to Fort Worth? That's a good place. A lot of cowboys down there. There's a couple of good restaurants too, if I remember correctly. Probably had too much to drink in both of them, but it was worth the time. That's when I used to go to the, I guess it was the Dallas show. I think Dallas and Fort Worth are connected together. I don't know, but all right, here we go. Let's see what's in here. Aha. It's either a case of Seagrams or a box that used to have some Seagram 7 in. I like Seagram 7 because sometimes I can't get Imperial in restaurants, but you can always get Seagram 7, which is exactly the same thing. Identical taste, identical flavor, except that the Seagram 7 sells for a few bucks more than my Imperial. But anyhow, this is pretty heavy. There must be something in here. Well, I don't know why he's sending me an old Johnson handbook. I probably have 50 or 60 of those in stock, but I don't know why. But it looks well used though, so that's a good thing. I hope we're got more stuff than that, but we'll see here. But we got a ton of bubble wrap. Let's see what this could be. Well, I'd hate to have a video where all I got was a Johnson, $15 Johnson handbook. It's used.
And a Hindenburg medal.
Hindenburg medal, right, Ob? That's it, yeah.
With swords.
Yeah. Oh, we got a lot of free bubble wrap here. Wowee. Boy, there's enough bubble wrap here to bury somebody. Not me, though. I told you I'm okay. Don't get me on that list. Man, this guy went crazy here. Wow,
Well, there must be something in there.
there must be $50 worth of bubble wrap here. Well, for you guys that say you like the suspense, this is unbelievable.
See if you can pull it out of the center there.
I don't know.
Is there anything in there? I don't know.
I can't imagine what this is. Can't pull it out of the center either.
Well, don't break it now. It made it here.
Wow, it looks like... after all this, it's a bottle of bourbon. Wow, Texas straight. Well, sir, I have to thank you for that. That's really nice. That's Mr. Jones. He's a good man. Yeah, isn't that nice that people would do that? I just think that's great. I didn't know what it was, or I probably wouldn't have opened it on the video. But there you go. That's a nice gift, and it's probably $60 in bourbon and $50 in bubble wrap. So at least it didn't get broken, and it got here. And I thank you very, very much. It's very kind of you. Isn't that great, collectors? That people think of poor old Wittmann like that. I'm really touched. It's very, very, very pleasurable to me.
And you got a Johnson catalog.
And I got a Johnson book too. How can you beat that? I'll just put that baby right there for posterity. I like that so much that the tears of joy put my cigar out. Wow, that's I think that's probably a pretty good bourbon. I'll have to bounce that off my son Dean. He's a professional bourbon drinker, so we'll see how he likes it. Okay, before we leave this bourbon episode, Robbie found that there was something written on this cardboard that enclosed the book, and it says, "Thought you might like this pocket edition from Lieutenant Colonel Johnson, signed by him in the 1980s. Also, a gift from your friend from Texas, your friend J.B. Jones." So there you go. Thank you, Mr. Jones. I will cherish that, because I do not have a signed copy of this handbook by TJ, so that's something I can add to my collection, and I very much appreciate it. Very nice. Okay, let's see what we got next here. This is a heavy box. Must be loaded with bayonets or something. Looks like it comes from Europe. France, I think it looks like. Let's see. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Alright, yeah, look at this stuff. Yeah, wow. A lot of things here. Now, what could this all be? Well, I like the bags. A little letter in here. Yeah, these are some really nice daggers. I remember now that this man is selling to me. Wow, look at that DLV. What a cherry that is, huh? With a beautiful hanger, and yeah, it's a hell big. That's a really that's a pretty piece. I like that. Who wouldn't like that? Let's see what's in this. What do you call this stuff? I don't know. Looks like bubble paper where it's all popped. Oh, here we go. That's a very nice untouched RAD enlisted man healer. Look how nice the paint is on that. Yeah, that's a and a terrific blade on it with the motto. And that is a Carl Julius Krebs piece. So that's a nice dagger. Let's see what's in this other bag. Okay, we have a it's like a mid-period essay here with one of those coppery eagles that used to be nickel plated, but the nickel came off, and plated cross guards and painted scabbard. Looks like a nice dagger. Oh yeah, it's got a full mint blade on it. That's very nice. Oh, look at there too. You can't help but like that. It's a double proofed mint puma. You like that one, Ob?
Yeah, it's nice. Nice cross grain.
Yeah, nice cross graining, and also that's a good thing. And let's see, we got one more thing here in some bubble wrap. See what that is. Oh yeah, boy, you guys are gonna like this. Yeah, that's a really nice youth dagger with a nice paint on the scabbard, and look at the good leather. Youth knife, good insignia. Yeah, it's got a nice blade on it there. Not sharpened or anything, still with a good bright finish. It's RZM M780 from 1939. So somebody will like that, and the plating is really nice on it too. But look at that blade. Boy, you don't see youth blades in that condition very often. So that's a good thing. So there we go. Some pretty good things there. All in a small box. This baby in here. RAD. You know, it's funny. I usually had, how many RADs did we have a year ago? 20, 25 of them?
The EMs, yeah, about 12 of them, I'd say, at one time.
They're all gone. They go as quickly as they come in. And what that tells us is that there's a lot of people getting into this hobby because those are, what we call entry-level pieces, but that's only because those are the first pieces you want to buy to get used to German daggers and their quality and so forth. So we sell a lot of those kind of daggers, and there's a lot of them around, but recently we've really had a lot of trouble keeping stock. So we're glad to see these kind of things. Okay, collectors, we got another box here. This one's coming from halfway around the world here. Australia, or I don't know, but we'll see here. Let's see what's in here. These hard cardboard tubes are good shipping containers. It's pretty hard to crush them. Oh, got that. Boy, how about that? It came right off. That's great. Let's see what we got here. A little letter. And what else is in here? Let's see. Well, I'm starting to look the like of this. Wow, there's a nice early SS. Look at the nice anodized scabbard, and
Looks like it's missing something.
Looks like it's missing a ring, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, that's not the end of the world if you can get an early junk piece that still has a good nickel ring on it that can be soldered on there, and that's all they were, was just soldered on there, so that's no sin. But the rest of the dagger, I mean, that grip and all is really beautiful. Well, the blade is not great, as you can see, but it does have a saving grace here. It's produced by Gembrook, and we just don't see that. Gembrook was the producer that used the fish as a logo, and SS collectors that are going after types of daggers just go crazy looking for a Gembrook. I wish it was in better condition though, but it is what it is. So there we go. Let's see if there's excuse you, Bob. Excuse you. Let's see whether there's something else here, but I don't know what the heck this is. Well, we'll take a look. When's the last time you guys saw a Gembrook? You know, that's really I can't remember myself.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
Yeah, they're extremely rare daggers. But why couldn't the blade have been mint? You know, but I guess you just have to kind of accept things the way they are. Well, here's I think this is an observer badge. Looks original. It's got the Asman mark on the back with those nice rivet heads we like to see, and the detail is pretty nice on the badge. That's kind of a nice thing. And something else here, Bioboctor. I think that's an observer also. Oh, this is a combined pilot observer. That's really a rare badge. We'll have to check that out and make sure it's original, but let's see what it looks like on the reverse. Yeah, it's got nice rivets and so forth. Who's the producer here? I can't quite see it, but maybe you can get it on the camera. But that I like the vaulted look of it. But with any badges in the rare types, you gotta check them out, collectors, because the reproductions are very good. So you don't just buy these without knowing for sure.
It's a Yunkin.
A Younger?
Yunkin.
A JP Junker.
No. It's
No. I don't know, these old eyes can't see it without a loop, but, well, I'm sure the camera shows it, and these guys will know what it is. Here's another, here's something that's really, really a nice item. This is some kind of a stopwatch affair that, hopefully it still works, but it looks like it comes from the Naval torpedo school at Mervik. Mervik was a naval school in North Germany near Kiel, I think it was. So that's something that a lot of collectors like, and we'll see whether that works and so forth. So there you go. There's those things to be checked out, but very interesting nonetheless. I love that Gembrook, but wow, it's a shame about that. The blade isn't nicer. Oh, there's an envelope says scabbard ring on it. So that's the ring that probably came off of it. And we'll have to see if we can get that fixed appropriately. Like I say, it's not a big deal. Just a matter of properly soldering it back into place. So there you go. That's some stuff that you don't see very often. See, you never know what's going to come in here, guys. I don't know. So you're seeing it at the same time as me. Get this off of here. Let's see what's coming up next, which is a sip. I had to go get a refill. Yeah, that'll do fine. Let's see what we have here. This comes from Canada. Looks like the man did a nice job boxing it. Here. Yep, a trusty knife here. I haven't cut myself yet, but I'm sure I will one of these times. And here's a nice little letter. And let's see what we got here. T-shirt for Debbie. Here we go. Debbie, somebody sent you a t-shirt here.
That should be your friend.
Yeah, this is Mr. Steve from Canada. Let's see what it says here. Sorry guys, this is not an edge weapon, but I just think it's nice that let's see what all this is here. There we go. What does that say? Super exotic.
I don't know what that says.
Hypermal. I don't know what that means, but somebody must know what that means. You guys stay up with stuff. You like that, Deb?
Oh yeah, that's cool. I like the bear.
Yeah.
It's 2006.
Yeah, you would like the bear. That's right.
Thank you, Steve.
Yep. And oh, don't go away.
Ooh.
Doesn't that look good?
Oh, Lynn, thank you.
And look at this Cadbury fingers. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Debbie, you're on a roll here. You must have done something to impress this man.
I'm gonna be super factory too.
Oh, he didn't forget me.
Oh, good.
There's a couple of cigars there. Thank you, Steve. That's very nice of you. Very, very nice of you.
But I got nothing.
You can smoke one of the cigars or eat one of the candy bars. Debbie's the star. She got all the good stuff. That looks like some pretty nice chocolate, Deb.
Yeah. I can't wait to taste it.
Yeah. Now, let's see what we got here. Moving right along. It's kind of a weird unboxing here. We got booze and chocolate and undershirts and nothing, not a lot of edge weapons, but that's okay. That's the way it works. Let's see what this is. A lot of shredded paper here, which I hate, but it is good. It is good packing material. And this looks like some kind of a nice flag. It's all sealed up tight here. I think I'll just cut the cut the bag instead of figuring out how he's got it closed here, and then we'll see what we got. Well, I don't know, it feels like a flag. It's a big one. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is a good double-sided NSDAP flag, but that's not the best part. Look at this, guys. There's a million signatures here.
Hold on, I'll get Debbie. Hey, Deb, can you come here for a sec?
Deb, come here. This looks really good. This is really sensational. Hold that out, please.
Oh, it's got names on it.
Yeah, this is a
Countries.
capture flag. Sicily, Italy, Anzio, France, Germany, Austria, Africa. These guys made the whole tour, and they all signed it. This is something you can research, and look at the condition of it too. Just imagine how proud these guys were when they captured this flag, and everybody signed it. I often wonder when I see these, which guy gets to take the flag home with all the signatures, you know, and then on top of it, who would sell something like this? I mean, what a memorial to your veteran relative.
What do you think that means? 895 AAA.
That's the regiment of the Air Force or something. Army Air Corps.
Ah.
Army Air Corps, I think that is. It's got so
Cross.
much information here. You could, for a guy that really likes researching, you could really have a lot of fun with this and put together a huge dossier. Wow, what a terrific flag, and the condition is fabulous. Well, this is something that
Has a
will be
roof
very,
on it,
very, very, very interesting to collectors.
It has a rope or some kind of metal in here.
Yeah, there's
Beads.
a hoist,
Oh.
rope in the hoist on the end. Let's see if we got this right. Walk back a little bit, Deb. I don't want to mess this flag up. Wow. Boy, there must be about 50 different signatures on that. Can you imagine? Yeah, it's still got the rope in the hoist end of it. Wow, I'm glad that I unfolded that. I thought it was just a political flag, and that was it. But boy, what a great item! I'm quite excited about that, and I'm sure that you guys that collect these items will be too. That's an incredible piece of World War II history there. You have the captured Nazi flag with all those men and their signatures and what they went through, and how they fought for our country, and we can't begin to thank them. And I mean, what a country we enjoy today because of wonderful vets like this. And again, who could? Nah, I don't
No,
know.
leave it out of the. Leave it out.
Huh? What's the matter?
Nothing. I was gonna say, just leave it out of that box. That's a mess.
Leave it out, or
But now,
I still can't imagine why somebody could sell something like that their grandfather or their father brought back. But well, you know, everybody has different values, I guess.
it's
But
probably a granddaughter, and she wants it out of the house.
wants it out of the house. Get this Nazi thing out of my house. Okay, kind of hard to move on from that flag. I was really touched by that. Wow. Prost to you guys. Yep. All right, we got another box here. See what's in this baby. Looks like we've got some popcorn and various things here, and some kind of stuff about oh boy, we got a lot of different things here. I don't know whether I want to.
Let's just look at the picture.
Let's see what a lot of different things here. So we'll just look at a couple things maybe, but it's kind of with a shipment like this, it's a little complicated. I think if it's
Oh, great.
yeah, it's all I'm looking for something that's this looks interesting here. It's like some kind of a brass box. Wow. Holy mackerel, look at that. Boy, that is really it's quite an eagle. It's a Diplo eagle, isn't it? I don't know, but boy, that is really quite a beautiful thing. Never seen anything like that before. Wow, that's cool. I like that a lot. You guys know I like cigar boxes and stuff like that. And see what else here. This looks interesting. That without taking too much of your time up. See what this could be. Oh, more tape, and now it's this is not an easy grouping here. That it takes some time to look through it all, and I don't want to take all the time on the video, or you guys will be snoozing and falling asleep on me, and I don't want that to happen. But let's see. Now here's some kind of a metal that looks like Goebbels to me. Is that Goebbels, Ob?
I believe so.
Looks like him. And
Very handsome man.
yeah, very handsome man. And some other things that I don't know what they are, but we'll look into all that. These are some of the odd things that you see in the hobby that a lot of times nobody really knows what the heck they are, but they were made as propaganda items or things like that, and sold at parades or whatever. Shall we look at this big thing, Ob?
I guess. I think there's some silver there. I'd like to see what that is.
I don't know where the silver is, but let's see. This feels a little heavy. No, just a lot of.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's we'll go through it, and then we'll bring the highlights out in another video. How's that?
Yeah, that's probably. There's an armband, and wow, boy, that's a killer metal bar. Look at that metal bar. Wow, isn't that neat? Yeah, I love that. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 metals on it.
How's the back look?
Looks great.
Oh yeah.
Usually I don't see them in that gray color. They're usually green, you know. So that's look at everything's there and still nice and tight. There's some kind of I think that's a lipstick. I don't know why he would include it with this, but I don't know. But
Usually they have EB on them.
yeah, right. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of interesting items here. They're going to take some time to look through. but I will do it, and we'll put it all up on the site. And I know this man for a long time. He's a doctor, and he sends some neat things up. There's a Hitler straight razor. We've seen them before. They were big sellers. They must have been. We've had 3 or 4 of those over the years. Get the, ooh, there it is. If you want to attempt to trim your schnurrbart, you got to have a lot of courage to use one of those.
Those are Maker Mark too, aren't they?
Usually they are, yeah. Yeah, this one is. It says Soligan on this side. There is a name on it. I can't read it, but it is Maker marked. Let's see what else is anything in here that's there's another really great looking knife here from Hamburg. So like a pen knife with celluloid grip plates. And I think there's some other goodies here too that are, yeah, here we go. Here's a Himmler marked fork here, and yeah, matching Himmler knife and a matching Himmler spoon. I've seen this pattern before, and that's good stuff there. So, okay, so I'll go through this, and there's probably some cool stuff in there that I didn't show you, but you'll see it on the website, because I don't want to waste your whole viewing time with me opening up bubble wrap. So okay, get some of this off here. I'll just show you. This is something that I think is an incredible item that came into the SOS show. The leather case is original, one of the few originals that you'll ever see, and it has nice flaps on it, and inside, beautiful, beautiful box, beautifully made. The inside lid here is padded, but it's padded with horsehair, not foam rubber. Foam rubber they didn't have until after the war. So when you look at an original box, you want to feel that horsehair and see how it's taken on the image of the dagger inside. And you look at the dagger and you say, well, that's a naval dagger. Well, you're right, it is a naval dagger. It's technically a 1921 model. It has a what we call the 1938 changeover pommel on it, and it also has a lightning bolt scabbard, which is readily identifiable as an Alcozo piece. And you can tell that because Alcozo was the only producer that the acanthus leaves are pointed on the bottom. See how that is? And then it has a plain blade, a plain naval blade, which is etched. I got to read it here at first myself. It's etched Lieutenant Zerzi K.R. Bells, and then there's a life runic symbol, and it says February 1943. Now, 1943 is a very, very late date for daggers to be made. In fact, most producers were out of business there. So, I believe what's happened here, our friend Lieutenant Zerzi Belts was in the Navy, and I think his family purchased this dagger for him. That's why it has the life runes on it. After war, there was a raging war. Gave it to him in February 1943. And the reason that it's this old pattern dagger with the changeover Nazi pommel on it is because they didn't have any other daggers that they could sell then. So this was probably all they could put together for this family, who probably were paying some good money to have this made. And it's also interesting that the lieutenant's initials are in the box with these kind of applied monogram things here. And I just think this is a really, really terrific item here in the original case that it was presented in. See how that just fits right in there? It just is really... So you say, oh, well, what's a 1921 model dagger being issued in 1943? Pretty simple. It was the only stuff they had, and apparently this family wanted to do well. They were very proud of their son, who became a Kriegsmarine officer, and I believe that this was a very welcome gift. Just looking at it, it doesn't appear that our friend had a chance to wear it. The case is still in great condition. It needs a nail in here to hold this hinge bracket, but other than that, it's absolutely wonderful, and something that I think any serious naval collector would be really proud to have in their collection. So I like it a lot. I think it's very beautiful. So that was one of the things that came into the great SOS show. And I'll show you just a couple other things. I guess we'll have an SOS unboxing, but I'll show you a couple things. These are just some of the things that I bought at the show. When I went to the show, my prime purpose was not really to sell anything, but to try and buy some inventory, because as I told you, things are really, really hopping in this hobby. Really hopping in this booze too, that's good. So there's a couple things here, nothing earth-shaking, but a nice Luftwaffe dagger that I bought. It's a Puma. It's got a great grip, nice scabbard, a very, very good piece. A decent early RAD hewer. This one's by Eichhorn. It's in very good condition, very nice. Of course, you got to have a chained SS, which I bought. It's an early example in nice condition with a good blade in it. I can show you the blade a little bit. I like the grip. The way the ebony is toned, the blade is really great in it. Mint condition, just has runner marks. Unmarked blade, so that's a good thing. The daggers, as you can see, has never been cleaned, and the Type 2 nickel chain with a painted scabbard. And here's another piece that it has the ring missing on this one, but we'll fix that. But the anodizing's good. You can see where there was a vertical hanger on it at one time. See how that line goes across the anodizing? Nice grip. Very pretty piece. #1 group mark. And just a fantastic Boker blade in it. Look how dark that Boker motto is. Isn't that great? It's just so dark. And there's a Boker motto on the back, the logo. So I'll get that ring fixed and maybe see if I have a vertical we can put onto this piece, and then it'll be just outstanding. Collectors love those black mottos when you pull it out of the scabbard. So that's not a bad piece. And let's see what else is here. Yeah, I bought this nice Naval. It's really really beautiful. It has just about all of the gild on the scabbard, and the mounts are beautiful. The grip is perfect. It's a holler piece. We don't see too many hollers, and it has a mint blade. And what you see with holler blades, they only made the sailing ship pattern, so that's what you see with that. It's a great dagger, because like I say, you don't see many. Well, you see a lot of fake hollers, but original hollers you don't see many. That's an original. And I'll show you a couple other SS daggers that I got there. SSs are always very popular. There's one with a nice grip, little chip here, but that's the way it is, and good anodizing, and it has a real early vertical. It's got that, what we call that dog leash clip, you know, but it's that's original to the piece, and then it has a real fine blade, and it's one of the daggers that are the 120-34. You look at the RZM, this is not a RZM dagger per se. It was made at the same time as the early SS's, but it was the first time that the RZM was introduced. And then another SS here that has a great anodized scabbard and a great blade, never cleaned. And you'll see this has the other RZM that we see of initial production, 121-34. And remember, when you see these type of markings on these daggers, they are read towards the tip, not towards the hilt, which is the norm for most daggers. The reproductions, they're read toward the hilt, so that's how you can tell they're real. And then another thing that's kind of interesting about these pieces, the 120, the 121 has a line in the RZM Z, and the 120 has no line in the RZM Z. It's very interesting things. They're made identical to any early SS dagger, and they are the absolute same high quality. We don't know who produced these, but what would have happened was the SS needed a hell of a lot of daggers in a very short time when the daggers were first instituted in 1933. So in 1934 and early 1935, the SS put out a contract to have probably hundreds of daggers made, and the companies that made those daggers went under this contract number of 120. So that's why we see that. People shy, they, oh, I don't want an RZM, I want an early SS. This is an early SS. This is what you want to get. If you're looking for an early dagger, these are great. All right, and I'll finish off the program with this one dagger I bought at the show here. This is a gold government official, also an Eastern People's dagger. These daggers were made for the political leaders that went into Poland and those occupied countries. It was too late in the period to have a new design, so they just took the government official design and gilded it. Only Eichhorn made these. The hilt is down to the brass base, and the scabbard, you can still see the gilt in the recesses, but most of it is worn off, but it still is what it is. See that gilt in there, guys? And it has a mint acorn blade, a very, very desirable and rare dagger. Acorn all the way with the beautiful wings that tip upward. So I know we're running a little long here. I have a lot more daggers that I bought at the show, so we'll have another video in a day or two to show you what some of them are. So I hope that you enjoyed the presentation. I always like showing you these things, and I love your emails, and I thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you next time.